morning. This is Chris Reddick with Chris Reddick Financial Planning. In this blog post, I talk about retirement planning for public service professionals. So, what do I mean by public service professionals? It could be teachers, doctors working in government, could be the VA, could be working in NASA, could be anyone who works in a government or nonprofit position. All right, so who serves a greater public interest. So retirement planning, this is a very needed service, right? That's why they call it public service. So then very needy population, and then typically in government, you may not get as much in terms of earnings that you would get in the corporate sector, for instance. So say you worked at a tech company compared to the federal government, your pay may not be as great, but typically the employee benefits are fairly competitive with things like pensions and so forth that you don't really get in the corporate sector. So in this blog post, I talk about 5 opportunities to save for retirement and performing a public service career. So how do you take advantage of these opportunities? And I present 5 of them. All right, number 1 is save beyond your pension or default 403B contribution, or 401k, or TSP, or whatever the case would be that you have in your federal, state, or local government unit. Okay, so don't just save in what is provided for you. Typically in government, they'll give you either a pension or a 403B or some sort of defined contribution plan where they set money aside. It's kind of on autopilot. It just happens every paycheck. All right, don't just rely on the default option, right? Save beyond that. There's all these opportunities to save beyond that. There's like a 457 plan and so forth. So there's all sorts of things you can take advantage of. And a lot of people don't really look around on the employee benefits website to kind of see how you can put additional money away for retirement. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is look into a Roth IRA. So what is a Roth IRA and why is this good? Well, you put in the money, after-tax money, it grows tax-free, and then it comes out in retirement tax-free. So it gets all those earnings that come out tax-free. So that can be a great benefit for putting money away in retirement. So additional money beyond your pension, your 403B, TSP, and so forth. And number 3, check out your investment options. Understand where your money is actually being invested in if it's a 403B, 457, TSP, or whatever. Check out, does the life cycle fund make sense? Are they using low-cost index funds? So carefully review and pick the low-cost options, low-cost funds, but you have to really have a strategy, understand diversification of your portfolio, and this is where a financial advisor can come in and help out. Number 4 is pensions are still a good way to save for retirement. Although the corporate sector has virtually abandoned pensions, government still has pensions, right? And they're typically growing, and they're a great way to save for retirement because it gives you a monthly income stream that comes in and has spousal benefits if you pass away before your spouse. So this guaranteed income stream is a great way to save for retirement. So be careful about taking lump sums. I'm not a big fan of lump sums and trying to invest some money. Typically, but not always, pensions tend to work out. If you're fully vested in the pension, you've been contributing for years, it's better to have the monthly income. So be careful about lump sum options. And finally, learn about Social Security benefits. So this is one you should really look at closely. We know Social Security is indexed for inflation. If you take delayed benefits, it increases it as well up to age 70. But government is unique, and it has, if you don't pay into Social Security, this is if you don't pay into it, there's a government pension offset in the windfall elimination provision. So understand what these are, and I write other blog posts that look at this, and this especially impaired and many teachers where they don't pay into Social Security, so they face this. So try to understand these two provisions and then understand your Social Security benefits as one key to your retirement. Okay, so I hope you found this blog post useful. Reach out to me if I can be of service. Have a great day.